Welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patrick. Today's class is a basic level class that we're going to look at some standing twists. We do need a couple props. As always, 2 blankets I'm sitting on, 2 blocks. And that's really all we need today. Once you grab those props, go ahead and let's sit on our blankets but extend our legs. And we'll start in Sukhasana, or easy seat. So we're going to cross at our shins and then let the knees come down. And the knees are supported by the feet. The shins are parallel to the front of the mat. Take your hands by your sides, press down, lift your chest, roll your arms back, relax your shoulders, eyes on the horizon. And then keep the muscles of your back working and engaged so that when you lift your fingers off the floor, your chest stays light and lifted, and your palms can come together. Your thumbs can rest on your breastbone, your elbows relaxed. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just take a few breaths in and out through your nose. If there's an intention that you'd like to set, you can set it now. Let your head bow towards your heart. Bring your palms to your thighs. Relift your head. Let your eyes gently open. So, whichever leg you have in front, we're going to switch the crossing of the legs. So that means put the opposite shin in front, okay? It also means it wasn't the side that you chose first, so it's your less comfortable side. So take a moment to adjust and see if you can let your legs settle. And maybe you have to adjust your place on your blankets. Once your legs settle, take your arms out into a T. Lift the sides of your trunk from your hips to your armpits. Breathe in, turn to the right, take your right hand behind you, take your left hand on that right thigh. What you don't want to do is let your legs lift, so keep your legs relaxed. Breathe in, lift your chest up, and then as you breathe out, using your arms as a steering wheel, bend your elbows away from the midline and turn your trunk. Good. Take a full breath in. Turn as you breathe out. One more, breathe in. Turn as you breathe out. Excellent. Come back to center, arms in a T. Extend through those fingertips. Breathe in. Turn to the left. Left hand behind you. Right hand on that front left thigh. Sit up tall, breathe in. And then bend your elbows and turn your trunk as you breathe out. Good. Breathe in. Keep those legs relaxed. Turn your trunk as you breathe out. Good. Unwind. Arms in a T. Bring your hands back to your heart. So let's go back to the original crossing of our legs. And then we're going to do the same thing. Arms in a T. Breathe in. Relax those legs. Turn to the right. Right hand behind you. Left hand on that front thigh. Breathe in. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe out. Use your arms to turn your trunk. One more breath. Breathing in. Turn as you breathe out. Good. Unwind. Arms wide. Breathe in. Turn to the left. Left hand behind you. Right hand on that front thigh. Keep those legs relaxed. Breathe in. Chest up. Breathe out. Turn your trunk. And again, breathing in. Turn your trunk as you breathe out. Good. Unwind. Arms in a T. Bring your hands to your heart. Okay, palms down. You're going to come onto your hands and knees. So we're going to start in child's pose. Let your big toes touch. Let your knees go as wide as your mat. And then you want to keep your outer hips connecting down. Just come onto your hands and then start to crawl your palms forward. So what we're trying to do here is just lengthen the sides of our trunk from our hips to our armpits to our pinky fingers. Notice that my triceps are lifting, so my arms are active. Once I get that full extension, I'm just going to let my forehead rest on my mat. Child's pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. One more breath. And breathe out. So lift your head, walk your hands back, and we're going to sit all the way up. Good. We're going to come to stand, and we're going to take our blocks, and we're going to put them on the top right and top left corner of our mat. So in this class, we're going to twist a little bit, but in order to twist, we're going to try to find some length on the sides of our trunk, from our hips to our armpits. So the longer we get on the side of our trunk, then the easier it is to revolve. All right? So that's the work we're going to do today. Bring your hands to your hips, chest up. Let your fingers touch, bend your knees, step or jump wide. We'll start with Trikonasana, triangle pose. Turn the right leg out, that left foot in. Straighten those arms and legs, breathe in. And then the whole right side, from your hips to your fingertips, extends out. When you can't go anymore, you can use your block, put that hand on the block, left hand on your hip, extend the sides of your trunk. So you're not tilting forward, you're not tilting back, you're moving laterally from your hip to your armpit here, to the crown of your head. Good, take that left arm up. You can turn your gaze, if you like, towards that left hand. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Good. Reach that left arm back. Up you come. Turn the right foot in. And turn the left foot out. Turn those right toes in a little bit more. Good. Press those heels down. Extend through your arms. Breathe in. Reach out and over that left leg. Find that left hand on your block. Right hand on your hip. Lengthen through your sides, right? So press that right heel down, pull your head and chest away. Then take your right arm up. Trikonasana, straighten those legs. You can turn your gaze towards that right hand. Take a full breath in and a breath out. Reach your right arm back, heels down, up you come. Parallel those feet, narrow them. Fingers touch, step. Or jump, Tadasana. Good. Fingers touch, bend your knees, step or jump wide. Widen those feet. Turn your whole right leg out. Turn your left foot in a little. We'll move into extended side angle. Breathe in, bend your right knee until it's over your heel. Good. Take your left hand to your hip. Now, keep this knee bent. Reach your right arm out so you're lengthening your right side. When you can't go anymore, touch your hand to a block or the floor outside your right foot. Have your left hand on that hip, and then pull your trunk away from that left hand, so you're lengthening your sides even more. Good. Take your left hand, extend it over your left ear. That's it. Take a full breath in, press that right thigh into your right arm, and a full breath out. Good. Let that left arm reach back. Up you come. Turn the right foot in. Turn the whole left leg out. We'll do the same thing on the left side. Breathe in, chest up. Bend that left knee. Virabhadrasana 2. Take your right hand to your hip. We're going to lengthen this whole left side. Keep that left knee bent. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't go anymore, find that block. Press your left leg into your left arm. Anchor that right foot down. Extend the side of your trunk. Good. Then extend the right arm. Extended side angle. Parsva Konasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Take your right arm back. Press those heels down. Up you come. Parallel your feet. Narrow them. Fingers touch. Step or jump. Tadasana. All right. So we're going to do gate pose, Parigasana. We're going to come onto our shins. I'm going to put a blanket down. It just gives us a little support for our knees. So you can put it in the middle of your mat here. And then we're going to come to stand on our shins. So I'm going to take my right foot forward and then out to the side. My right heel and my left knee are in the same plane. And then I'm going to extend my right foot out, angle it, and plant it. Okay? You might want to lean to the right, or your left hip wants to lean to the left. Just make sure your left hip is over your left knee. The right glute is firming in. Arms in a T. Breathe in. I'm going to reach out to the right side. I'm going to use a block today, so I'm going to find this block outside my right leg, plant my hand, take my left hand to my hip. So I'm going to breathe in, press down through my left knee, lengthen my head and the side of my trunk away from that left hand. And then I'm going to take my left arm and extend. Parigasana, gate pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Reach your left arm back. Come up. Hands to the hips. You're going to slide that right knee in to meet your left. All right, let's do the other side. Take your left foot forward and then out to the left. Again, left heel, right knee, same plane. I'll extend this left leg, angle it, and plant my foot. You want this outer right hip moving in to the midline. Arms in a T. Breathe in, chest up, and I'm trying to lengthen my left side out and over that left leg. When I can't go anymore, I'll grab a block right by my left outer shin and my right hand to my hip. Now, with my hand on my hip, breathe in, press that right knee down, and lengthen the right side of your trunk. Good. Take your right arm and extend. Use your arm and the extension of your fingertips to open those right ribs up. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Right arm back. Come on up, hands to your hips. Step that left leg in. Good. And then we're going to stand up again. So I'm going to move this blanket out of my way. Move my blocks out of my way. Tadasana. Let's step our feet wide now. So we're going to do a pose called Prasarita Padottanasana, but we're going to do it with an extension of the arms to get a little more length in the sides of our trunk. So you might, just so that you know your feet are in the same plane, move your heels back at the back line of your mat, like that. And then you want to make sure that your feet are not turning out to the sides, but they're parallel to the edges of the mat, so you might have to turn your heels out a little bit. Press those heels down, straighten your legs, hands on your hips, lift your chest, come parallel to the floor, touch your fingertips down. Now, some of us might stay here, it's okay. Otherwise, we're going to walk on our fingertips forward. Notice that my hips aren't moving. So it's like a downward facing dog in the sense that my torso is extending towards my hands. My legs are anchoring me down. So I'm pressing my heels down and keeping those legs straight. As long as my hips don't move, they stay between my ankles. I'll just let my head rest between my upper arms. And this shape, we're trying to lengthen from the hips to the armpits to the fingertips. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Press down, lift your head, walk those hands back under your shoulders, narrow your feet, press your heels down, up you come. Step your feet together. Tadasana. Okay, so let's move our two blocks, I think we'll need them, towards the right side of our mat. And then stand in Tadasana, hands on your hips, step your feet wide, and then you're going to turn your right foot out. Your right toe should be right between those two blocks. Now the left heel is going to have to lift so we can spiral that left leg all the way around. You might have to bend your right knee to do it a little. Right, so I'm going to spiral my left leg, replant it, and then straighten both legs. Okay, then we're going to do Parsvottanasana, which is translated as intense side stretch. So we're trying to lengthen the sides of our trunk as much as we can. Okay, so with those heels, press down. If you're unsteady, you can widen your feet. Breathe in, lift your chest. Come forward, parallel to the floor. Lift that right kneecap. When you're parallel, take your hands to your blocks under your shoulders, and you can adjust the height of the blocks, right? Now, breathe in, press your heels down, pull your head and chest away from that back foot, and then as you breathe out, take the crown of your head towards that right ankle. Good. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come onto your fingertips. Look forward, breathe in, press those heels down, up you come, parallel your feet. So let's take those blocks and move them to the left side now. And we'll do the same thing. Parsvottanasana. Turn the left foot out, intense side stretch. Turn that whole right leg in. You probably got to lift that heel. Replant your legs. Press down through your heels. Lift your chest up. Good. Now breathe in. Come parallel to the earth. Keep straightening those legs, lifting that left kneecap. Take your hands to your blocks under your shoulders. And then before you fold, let's do it one more time. Lengthen. Breathe in. Lengthen the sides of your trunk. Breathe out. Empty your belly. And fold. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Come onto your fingertips. Lift your chest. Hands to your hips. Up you come. Parallel your feet. Tadasana. All right. So now we'll put it all together. We're going to do revolved triangle. One of the things I want to say is that the legs stay straight if we can get them. We're going to lengthen our sides in order to twist. Okay? We're going to use our blocks. So I'm just going to take one block in our hand with us. You can move the other one off to the side. Step your feet apart. Turn your right leg out. Turn your left foot all the way in, right? We've got a spiral, spiral, spiral. Plant your heel. You can take your right hand to your hip. The block is going to be in your left hand. You're going to breathe in, lift your left arm up. So from your left heel to your left fingertips, this whole left side lengthens. Now, start to reach forward, forward, forward. When you can't go anymore, take that block and your hand straight down. Your right hand is on your hip. Breathe in, lengthen towards the crown of your head, and then start to turn your trunk to the right, as much as you can. One more time. Breathe in, lengthen, and turn. Now, if you can, you're going to take that right arm up to the ceiling. Take a full breath in, and a breath out. Hand to your hip. Look down, kind of like a big spiral back up. Press those heels down. Unwind yourself up. Palms down. Let's just step those feet together. Tadasana. Deep twisting has this wonderful effect. They say that the more you physically twist, that your mind starts to let go of the things it's gripping and holding on to. There's like a moment of clarity after a deep twist, both physically and mentally. So let's even ourselves out. We'll do the other side. You can have the block in your right hand. Step your feet wide. Turn that whole left leg out. Turn your whole right leg all the way in, all the way, all the way, all the way. Left hand on your hip. Press your heels down. Lift that right arm up. If you're unstable, you can widen your feet right to left. Breathe in from your heel to your right fingers. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward, reach forward. Plant that block. Press your heels down. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out. Turn your trunk all the way to the left. Good. One more. Breathe in, lengthen, and turn. If you feel steady, reach that left arm up to the ceiling. One more breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Left hand to your hip. Unwind yourself all the way back up. Step those feet together. Tadasana. Good. Let's put these blocks down. Do one more standing pose. Widen your feet. It'll be Prasarita Padottanasana, but this time the head will relax towards the earth. Heels a little wide. Breathe in, lift your chest. Come forward. Fingers touch the floor. Breathe in. Now, slide your hands level with your toes. Let your head go. Breathing deep, breathing in. And breathing out. One more breath. Come onto your fingertips. Narrow your feet. Press those heels down, hands to your hips. Up you come. Step your feet together. Tadasana. All right. So we're going to come down onto our mat. Once you get here, we're going to do a supported bridge as we transition to final relaxation. I'm going to use 2 blocks today, and I'm going to put them on the flat level. I'm just going to have them here next to me, and then when I lie down, I'll lift my hips and then slide those blocks underneath me. It's always better to not start on the blocks and lay back once you're sitting on them. It's always better to be flat on your back and then lift your hips and slide the blocks under. It's just a little more steady and safe, okay? So we'll do this supported bridge, which is like a nice balance to everything that we've done so far. Once I lay onto my back, I'll bend my knees, and then I'm going to take these 2 blocks, just like I showed you. I'm going to lift my hips, slide them together, and these blocks will go under my buttocks flesh. So they're not in my low back. And then my knees are bent, my feet are under my heels. I'm going to cactus my arms just to let my chest be open. Tuck those shoulders under. My palms can be a little wider than my elbows. Just going to breathe in. And as I breathe out, let my abdomen empty. Feel the support of my upper back on the mat. Just slow down my breath a bit. And then if it feels okay for some of us, we can take our knees into our chest and then just lift the legs up. You don't have to straighten them. They could be a little bend. You can twirl your ankles. You might even lift your arms and have a little bend of your elbows and your wrists and twirl your wrists and your ankles. And then we'll bend the knees, plant our feet, lift our hips, slide the blocks out, and we'll move towards final relaxation, extending our legs. I'm going to use a blanket under my head. Just puts the head in the right position with the chin tilted slightly towards the chest, which helps to quiet the mind. You can tuck your shoulders, turn your palms up. Take a nice breath in and a deeper breath out. Allow yourself to be supported by the earth underneath you. Breathing in and breathing out. The idea that physical twisting loosened up anything, any gripping or tension that is unneeded, unwarranted. And in this final relaxation, we can let whatever is remaining of that fully dissipate. You can stay much longer if needed. Otherwise, you can start to deepen your inhalations and your exhalations. You can reawaken your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, just bend your knees one at a time. You're going to roll to your side and just rest on your arm for a moment. When you come up, let your head be the last thing to come up. Just find a comfortable cross-legged seat. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your palms together at your heart, sealing in your efforts today. Let your head bow towards your heart in gratitude. Go ahead, relift your head. Let your eyes gently open. Thanks so much for joining me in today's practice. Hope to see you on the mat again soon.